Hello everybody, you all right? Welcome back. Sorry it's been 2 weeks since we last did a live.
What do you mean? Sorry, they've all had a welcome 2-week break.
True. Have you missed us? That's what we want to know.
Yeah, I haven't, have you?
Yeah, I reckon you have, because I get flooded with messages when we're not on a Monday night. Literally, I get at least 2 messages in my inbox saying, where are you? Normally it's Dave Repairs because he doesn't read things properly or listen. But yeah.
Yeah, they've all missed Carpoo Chris.
Carpoo Chris. And this is Cooking the Haydens. If you won't get that joke unless you're on Instagram or Facebook. Anyway, welcome back to the channel. I'm Car Boots Chris, and this is Bargain Bell. You all right?
I'm good, thanks. And apparently Nigel says, yes, they've missed me, but not you.
That's not very nice. Anyway, well, in case you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm a full-time reseller, buying and selling tat on the internet. And Belle does chip in now and again.
I'm just a glamorous assistant, what can I say?
Anyway, listen, we've got a jam-packed show full of nothingness to excite you with. No, we'll talk about lots of great reselling content. But first, what we have to do is we have to say hello to everybody. Isn't that right?
Say the way you sound. Can I wear a mask while that?
Yeah, I'm a bit rough, to be honest. I've had paracetamols all day. It's not the COVID. I haven't got it.
It's the cold I've given him.
Well, my mum we went to see my mum, and we'll talk about it in a second. We went up to see old family, but we stayed with my mum. She had a bit of a cold, gave it Annabelle.
I've been ill all week with it.
We've tested about 4 times. I don't think we've got it.
No, we haven't had the symptoms for that.
No, we've just had like cold symptoms, and she's had it bad, and now I'm teetering on the edge.
Hey, what can I say? We're a team, share and share alike.
Just get away from me. I've been trying to stay away from you all week.
I know.
Right, let's see who's in. Jeff. Hi, Jeff. Good evening. First in. We've also got Damien. All right. Hope you're doing okay. Sales are good, hopefully. Hi, Leanne. Steve Jackson is actually...
What are you doing
here?
What
are you doing?
What
You mental.
Are you doing here? You're on holiday. Go do holiday things.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Go and explore. I mean, literally, Steve and Lana are about
30 minutes away.
40-minute drive from us right now. They're in Torquay.
Yeah.
Not far from where we're moving to. They're about a 5-minute drive from where we're moving to. So
yeah, thanks for coming. But now go enjoy yourself.
And we might be having a little bit of a meet-up tomorrow night. Wait, not might. I mean, we pretty much are.
I was going to say, Steve's going, is there a maybe in there?
I know. Hi, Carl. Tori as well. Hi, Tori. we've also got, I'm making an assumption because I'm not seeing the next person. Hi, Catan. Catan actually has listed a mug on eBay for £299.
Ooh, nice.
Listed, not sold. But I hope it sells.
The potential's there.
It's I think, is it Cairo? I think it's a Cairo Starbucks mug. Apparently, very, very rare.
Well, we know Starbucks mugs can go for good money.
I mean, we've sold some for about 50. I think is probably the most that I've sold a Starbucks mug for. But good luck with that, Catan. Keep us informed. Let us know if it goes.
Is there anywhere there isn't a Starbucks if there's one in Cairo? It's like they're everywhere, aren't they?
All over the show, aren't they? Hi, Dave Repairs. Reckons he's been here for ages. I'm not sure. Chop Chop. Hi, Chop Chop. Tam and Bell Sells. Who else do we have? The Dave and Left Handed. Oh, crappy crap. Please ignore any trolls, but if we've got any people that can ban them, please go ahead. Erin. Hi, Erin. Who else do we have? Hi, Sarah and Chris. Hi, Chris.
Steve Jackson's put that it's time for cooking the Haydens in Carpoo, Chris.
Exactly, yes, yeah. We got there first, mate. Goat Jazz, Gary is in. And Brummy Time Lord and Matthew Cooper on Facebook. Welcome. We've got Nigel. Oh, there's that comment. Yeah, thanks very much. Yeah, cheers, Nigel. I'm a bit behind, but yeah, like normal. Oliver Ian. All right, Olivia. Who else do we have? Who else can we give a shout out to? John at YLM. All right, John. We've got Soul Steps. The Green Bear Peaks. The Monkey Thrifter. I've watched Peter's latest video out today. Also, Tam and Bell Sells have got videos out recently, so feel free to go and drop them a view or two.
Now we've got Tonks Boutique in. So is that a different one, or is that another part of Tonks? Is that the other half of Sarah?
Yeah.
Come in as Tonks Boutique.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oliver Ian's building a kid's kitchen. Oh, happy days. Nice one.
Sounds good.
Man flu is worse, definitely. I wouldn't say it's man flu at the moment, but I'm teetering on the edge. I'm dosed up with paracetamol.
Well, as long as you're not giving me back.
And in true man flu fashion, I've got my Lucozade.
And who bought you that?
Let's see who else we got. It's raining. We've only got Freeview.
Tori said, "Are you meeting up with them?" We are meeting up.
Yes. Well, they're coming.
Steve and Lana.
They're coming here, and we're having pizzas, and we're going to have a chat and whatnot.
And apparently, they're bringing their own pizza because they're too bloody fussy for us to pick
fussy
something
buggers
for them.
Yeah.
The Jacksons are painting the new house.
Richard.
Good idea, actually.
Richard Henry. We've got Fix It for Reselling. Bills and Moon. Please ignore trolls. They're just not worth the time. I'm not going to mention it again.
Thank you for whoever's getting rid of them.
Just get rid. I'm not going to mention it again. Hi, Steve-O. You all right? Hope you're doing well. I think Steve-O said he's going to be a granddad.
Yeah. Really? Congratulations.
A rock star granddad.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Yeah. I probably shouldn't have let that out of the bag. I don't know. Maybe I'm going to be in trouble now.
It did worry me earlier. Kieran said to me, at what age would I be happy being called grandma? I was like, never.
80?
Yeah. Never.
Fletch One's in. Hi, Ray. I've just picked up a France Starbucks mug. Probably not as much as Cairo, but it'll be worth something, of course. Tonks has not listed a single item today. Keep saying I'm going to do my accounts weekly, but I never do. 2 months to catch up on. Oh, dear.
Mm-hmm.
I do try to catch up with mine on a weekly basis, but it's pretty easy. I don't know if you're using QuickBooks or not, but QuickBooks on the app is pretty easy. I kind of do it as I go along, but every week when I get paid from eBay, I tend to catch up with it then. Hi, Joan. Who else do we have? I'll get to the bottom one day.
We're doing well. Everyone's just saying hello to each other, so I think that's it.
Oh, good.
Woohoo!
Yeah. Oh, Tap Peddler Derek's in.
Oh, there we go.
And there we go. We're at the bottom. Well, welcome everybody to our weekly Monday night show. Like I said, if you're new and you've not been in the chat before, just drop us a hello.
And then we can...
And we'll give you a shout out.
Give you a shout out and we can scrutinise your name, because that's what Chris likes to do.
I'm always fascinated with people's YouTube names and why they pick them and stuff. So, especially if you've got a weird name, then...
Unlike me, that's just Hannibal Hayden. I'm pretty sure I am.
Yeah. Hi, Joanne, as well. Anyway, I've got a couple of shout outs to do before we get cracking. So I need to find the appropriate VT, because we all love that, don't we? Here we go.
Roll VT.
Shout outs.
And we didn't even script it. She did it.
Told you.
She did it anyway.
Assistant.
She is bang on it. So big shout out to Kathleen, who is a follower of the... No, I'm afraid not. Okay. Another Kathleen. A follower of the channel, so appreciate your support, but also purchased... She's been dying to buy the... what do you call it? The Heffalump.
Oh, the Heffalump.
The Heffalump plush that we picked up at Manchester Car Boot Sale at Burnage Rugby Club. We picked that up, and she has sent me a couple of messages saying, have you listed it yet? Have you listed it yet? And I listed it today, and Kathleen bought it. So thank you very much. Appreciate it. So there's your shout out.
And thank you for having the same name as my mummy.
Also, shout out, of course, Oliver Ian made a purchase from me last week. He bought that Halloween Horror Nights t-shirt off me that wouldn't fit.
So you pawned off your crap to Oliver Ian, have you?
Pretty much. I was just really disappointed. I bought that for myself, and it was advertised as large, but really it was large, like pit to pit, but not really large.
He held it up and he was like, do you think this will fit me? I'm like, crop top maybe.
But Steve is apparently trying to build up his Halloween Horror Nights collection, so he's not too worried, which is a good thing.
I did wonder when I saw his name on the parcel what you were selling him.
Yeah, I gave him a great deal. I basically lost money on it, so. And that's it. That's the two shout outs. That might have missed a couple, but if you bought something off me in the last 2 weeks, whilst we've not been doing the show, and you're in the chat, just drop a comment and we'll give you a shout out, because I might have forgotten.
Yeah, Wolverine said it's for his collection. Does that mean if we end up at Halloween Horror Nights next year, he's going to want us to bring something back for him?
Probably, yeah, but it'll be grossly inflated prices.
It will.
We've got to put the percentage on top, you know.
What, the price of the holiday?
Yeah. Hi, Sam, as well. Sam's in. Good evening.
See, Richard said I got perfect timing.
It was perfect. Absolutely spot on. I'll have to watch that back and see how close it actually was.
Oliver Ian says I can rock it as a crop top if all else fails. I don't know. Are you as tall as Chris?
I don't know. Yeah, how tall are you?
Chris has got
Steve?
A very long body.
I was thought you were going to say something else then, and I wouldn't have minded. How tall are you, Steve?
Night's Life has joined us. Hi, Night's Life.
Oh, hi, Richard. I've been watching Richard's videos this last few days. He tends to put out little vlogs like of what he's doing during the day or during the week and stuff. So if you've not gone over to have a look at Richard's channel, go and have a look at Night's Life. I'm giving lots of YouTube shout outs tonight.
Oliver says he's just under 6 foot, he thinks, so he must be
probably similar to me then.
Must be the same height as you.
I'm 5'11". So.
Don't ask me why, but I had this image of you being shorter.
Yeah, I did.
I don't know why.
He looks like a short ass, doesn't
You
he?
don't look like you should be tall. No.
Yeah. I wonder what Big Steve's and Lana are going to be like, because remember the first time that Andrew came to visit us?
And we both went, whoop.
Andrew Monumental invited himself for tea one time. Right, not here when we were in Devon, when we were back in Manchester, because he wasn't that far away. Well,
no, he was in Manchester.
Oh, he was
for
in
something
Manchester
to do with
doing
work.
something, yeah. Allegedly. I think he actually just made the trip to come see us. But he knocked on the door, and I didn't really have a concept of how tall he was. And the first thing I said to him was, "You're a lot taller than I thought you were."
That's because you couldn't see his face above the door frame.
Literally, I had to go like that.
He's
And I'm
massive.
5'11", so I'm not like short. I'm like perfectly average sort of size. And it's like that. I don't know if he's in the chat tonight or not, but yeah.
Not yet. Tam and Bell said, just watch the latest video, Chris, so when you're going on The Voice. I can't even...
She didn't want me to put that out.
I can't even believe you put it out.
I was embarrassed
and
to
I was
myself.
like, I've got to associate myself with you. Stop it.
Ella.
I was gonna do it.
It's not good, I know. If you can't have a bit of fun with it, what's the point? Ella come jumbo trail. Let's get everyone doing it. Right, everyone all at once. After 3. 1, 2, 3. You ready? 1, 2, 3.
Ella. I don't know the words. Ella come jumbo sail.
Jumbo sail, jumbo trail.
It was the accent.
I know.
You
I
had
don't.
like a Jamaican
I have to
accent going
apologise.
on.
I had no intention of putting an accent on that. Anyway.
Rebecca's joined us. Rebecca Turner.
If
She's chilling at home.
If you've not watched the latest video, Jumble Trail, you're missing out big time. Trust me. I mean, you could record that snippet and put it on as a ringtone. It's that good.
Oh, Rebecca said she's had a long week of dealing with Red Cross after a manager hit her. My word.
Wow. Oh, well, you can't leave it at that, Rebecca. You need to tell us more. That sounds terrible.
Yeah. Chris Tyler says he's 6'2", long torso and only a 29-inch leg. I've got a 29-inch leg. How have you got a 29-inch? Yeah. I'm a 29-inch leg.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I struggle to buy pants, because the average length leg for the girly pants is 30. That is, I can't even visualize a 6'2" person with the same size legs as me.
Richard's very, very close to 1,000 subs. Can we at least get him to 900 tonight? I mean, if he's a fellow reseller, if you're not subbed to him, you need to go and sub. Plus, he puts out all kinds of like content that's like vlogging and stuff like that. So really interesting. I like to have Richard's content on in the background when I'm listing, so I can sort of work and watch and work and watch. So. Yeah, go and sub. Let's at least get him to 900. That's only 11 of you to go and sub him, for God's sake.
Oliver Ian says you'll have to let know if Big Steve's a midget, but Steve said he's 5'10", 11, so he's about your height. And Lana's 5'2", so basically they're me and you. Because I claim to be 5'2". I think I'm 5'1". But hey,
yeah,
let's not go there.
Sorry, I've missed chat. I've missed it. Balls. Where's it gone? Oh yeah, there's Steve. He says 5. Oh, so Steve's about the same.
Oh, Steve Jackson said they did that themselves. The Ella when they saw the sign today, because they'd have been there.
Did you?
Ellicombe's not far away from Babacombe.
Nice one. Nice one. That's good. I like that. Amy Kate has joined us as well from Facebook. Welcome, Amy. Is that a new name? I don't recognise the name, but if you want to join in more on the chat, just come in on YouTube, because then you'll see all the chat.
And not only that, I can't see your comments.
Yeah.
I don't see them. Oh, Catan's only 5'4". He's the average female height.
That's a bit tight. Are you heightist?
I think Kieran's about 5'4".
Hi, Tom, as well. Tom Beresford. Is that a new name, Tom? Well, welcome anyway to the show.
Is that another Facebook one?
No, that's a YouTube one.
Have I just not seen it? I don't know where you are.
Matt sells stuff is in as well. Hi, Matt.
No, I've not got. Because I've got Matt sells stuff, but I've not got the other one.
Oliver Ian says, I bet me, you, and Steve are probably the same height. Yeah, it sounds it, doesn't it? Bloody hell. Richard Henry, I'm 6'6" and a 36 leg. Wow. That is tall.
Most men's only go up to a 34. So you're the opposite to me. You can't get them because they're too short.
Joan's got 27-inch leg.
And she's 5'6".
So short legs. See, we're all built differently, aren't we?
Long body, short legs. See, I've just got short legs, short body.
Oh, Mills and Boone says, I've just subscribed. Is that to us or to Night's Life or whoever else?
I'm assuming it must be Night's Life because that's who we're talking about.
Right. I've been committing the cardinal sin of watching. Oh, shouldn't do that.
Oh, Tamar Bell says they're at 81. Their 8-year-old son. Oh, who am I trying to block here? Tom, by accident. Has set them a challenge to get to 100 by his birthday in November. There you go, guys. Another one. Come on. Let's get sub in.
Come on, let's get these guys to 100. Let's just get everyone more subs while we're here. Tam and Bell, get them to 100. That's only 19 subs.
Fix it for Reselling says they thought they were subbed but weren't as well tonight's live.
Oh, there you go. So he must be going up.
Tom Berrister said he's new to the channel.
Nice one,
Great
Tom.
content.
You can feel free to let us know like what the script is. Are you a reseller or what? Give us your life story in one short sentence. Oh, Stu Mandry's in. Hi, Stu. Oh, that's good news.
Chop said for my weight I should be 8'6".
Been watching Nick and Andrea for years. Your channel was recommended by YouTube. Oh, excellent.
Cool.
Always good when that happens, but yeah, there's so many resellers on YouTube these days.
James Hedges, is that a new name?
Could be.
I don't recognise
I think you could be right. That's a new one. I'm 6'2" watching in Romania at the moment. Wow.
Doing some thrifting over here for a week.
So tell us what thrifting is like in Romania, please. What kind of stuff do you find? Is it like, and I get the impression.
I don't think they live there.
Oh.
It says doing some thrifting over here for a week.
Oh, right. Well, I get the impression that kind of like a European sort of thrifting is more like antiques and stuff like that. But who am I to say? I've never thrifted in Romania, so let us know what it's like.
Tonks Boutique said, I'd be happy to get to 10, never mind 100. So come on, Tonks Boutique, another one. Let's get all these people subbed.
Everyone's subbing everyone. Go and sub everyone.
Let's get all these channels grown.
Queen of Conquest has just dropped in as well. All right, Elaine.
Dave Repair says if he gets to 300 subs, then he might post a video.
Oh, God. He keeps promising these videos. I think we should all sub him not to release a video. How about
that? Like Queen is. What's this I've stumbled into? I'm 33-inch leg. Not sure why you need to know this info. I'd like to join in. We're sending everybody pants for Christmas. No, we're not.
I don't know. These chats just go ridiculous. I don't know. We're talking about height and stuff. I don't know.
Why are we talking about height?
No.
Oh, idea. it's because we're meeting Steve Jackson and Lana tomorrow, and we were just saying it's going to be interesting to see because we were pleasantly surprised with how tall Andrew was when we met him. That's where it started.
That's true, Steve. Don't forget to go sub movie chats. They're approaching 100. The two guys, Big Steve, Little Steve. They're approaching 100 subs, I think. So if you're into your films, go and sub them.
Jason, the Reselling Gamer, has joined us.
Hello. Yeah, Stu. I can't remember how it started.
We have lots of random conversations on here where we have no idea how they start.
You go down a rabbit hole, don't you?
They end up in gutters normally as well.
You go down a rabbit hole and it just leads somewhere. Nowhere.
Tonk says a family member in Romania bought kids a 10p pencil and they didn't want to take it as too much.
Ooh.
So God knows how cheap the charity shops will be.
James says loads of second-hand shops in Romania. Some charge by a kilo and some charge by a piece. Oh, that's interesting. Got some good bits like Hugo Boss Lacoste, etc. £2 to £3 each.
That's cool.
Sounds interesting, James. That really interesting. And Tom is giving a bit of his story. I do reselling as a hobby. Oh, he's in Stockport. Bloody hell. Enjoyed your car boot video from Burnish. Nice one, Tom. Didn't know you was in Stockport, obviously.
Follow Stocktonian.
Yep.
Well, for you anyway. I'm not a Stocktonian.
Yep.
I never stepped over that line. I stayed a Stalybridgian.
Link to Movie Chats. If anyone wants to put a link to the Movie Chats channel in, feel free.
There you go. Jason's joining in. I'm 6'1" with a 33-inch inside leg. I don't even know why we started getting the inside legs. But I'll tell you something, ain't everybody tall in this chat?
I know they are.
Apart from Catan. Sorry, Catan.
I'm 5'11". I've got roughly a 31-inch leg and a 12-inch penis.
No. Do not start that in the chat. Why would you do that? Oh my god. Oh, Pat Walker's joined us and she's going to be wondering what the bloody hell she's walked into.
Oh god, that was coming out my nose then.
Oh, James says, and the beer's only 80p a pint. We need to go to Romania.
Yeah.
Nice life is 5. I don't even want to read these now.
Husty's Emporium's in. Good evening.
Nice life said he's 5'5", but his wife says he's 5 foot. He's a 5'2" bitch.
Is this reselling Tinder? Queenie says.
Oliverine says, I'm trying to remember what we spoke about the other week. We sent in the chat and we ended up talking about toenails and asses that time.
Good. Alan's in. Hi, Alan Morgan. Welcome to the best channel on the internet.
John said, thanks, I spat my tea out then.
I nearly spat my drink. I nearly had to put it back in the can, and there's nothing worse than that, is there?
Nigel says he's 6'1", but mostly around the waist.
Paul's got, is it a question? I don't know if anyone else has this. When you're on managed payments, buyers can claim their money back up to 120 days through their credit card, even after leaving good feedback. They can do chargebacks, can't they? They can, claim fraudulent transactions and stuff. It's very rare, to be honest with you. It's very rare. Touch wood. Oh God, she's off. Tori says she's 5'4" with a 30 inside.
Chop Chop says he's 6 foot and hung like
Very good, that Chop Chop.
It just never fails. Do you know, I always say he. Are you a he, Chop Chop?
Yeah.
Oh.
Steve's put a link to movie chats if you want to go and sub them. Get them to 100.
Tom and Bell sell reselling Tinder. What a great idea, right?
Well, maybe we should make an app.
Dave says, is there going to be any reselling content?
Yeah,
Come on, get back to your list.
All right, let me get to the bottom of this.
We're at the bottom. Laura has joined us.
Oh, Laura.
Yeah.
And Kevin's in as well. Hi, Kevin. Let's do an oh no. What about that? Steve and Lana are always asking for oh no, so I have got one.
Oh, God. Roe v.
Whoa, hang on. No. I'm Knight's Life Richard said, I'm only short-legged, but they call me tripod.
Stop it now, I can't. Look, well, I'm going to have no makeup left by the time you finish.
Good. I like that.
Oh. Chop Chop says, I am just about a he since the unicycling acts.
That's good.
I don't even know if I should be laughing at that. Have you really had a unicycling accident?
No. Probably has, actually.
Oh.
Right.
Right.
Whenever you're ready.
Roll VT.
Oh no.
It's all been a no-no tonight, hasn't it?
Come on. You've missed us really, haven't you?
So this week's oh no is as follows, right? So somebody purchased something from me. Someone's purchased something from me, and they basically were complaining because eBay's time that it gives you for delivery, it hadn't arrived by that time. Now, eBay had only given me 2 days, right? It's ridiculous. I dispatched on time and then using Hermes, and then eBay said it was going to be delivered 2 days later. Hermes do not deliver in 2 days. So I don't know what's going on with eBay for that anyway. So I was getting some grief off this buyer. He was saying, you promised it would be here on the 9th. And I said, well, I never promised anything. That's eBay telling you that. So I apologized. I did all the customer service stuff. And I just said, look, if it arrives and it's too late for whatever reason you want it, just open a return and send it back. Anyway, it got to the 10th, I think, or the 10th or the 11th when eBay said it would arrive on the 9th. And he opened a return and he'd not even received the item. So that caused a bit of a problem. So then what happened was I was monitoring the tracking and Hermes couldn't deliver the item because the address was not correct. Basically, when I checked out the address on Google, it was sending them to a retail park with no direction as to where it is, no number, nothing, just a retail park. So I contacted the guy and I said, can you give me a full address, a correct address, so that the item can be delivered, so that you can then actually return the item? And he said, oh, I'm moving next week, so I don't want it anyway. So he basically refused to give me an alternative address. So I then had to get onto Hermes and ask them to just straight return it to sender rather than do another 2 attempt deliveries. And I don't know if that's happened yet because that was over the weekend. So this guy's caused me no end of grief. It's like a £10 item. It's not even worth faffing about with. So basically, I'm waiting for that to come back. He's opened a return and I've paid for a return label. And he hasn't even accepted the delivery of the item. He's just being a total idiot, basically. So that's this week's oh no. I've not got the item back yet. I'm hoping it'll just come straight back rather than mess about with 2 more deliveries. Oh, why? Just let it be delivered and return it then.
I think the moral of that story is you need to figure out why eBay are telling them it's going to be delivered in 2 days.
Yeah.
Dave Repair said dispatch times might be a problem for me. Royal Mail / Hermes in the area have got staffing issues. Again, that's not going to be good again, is it?
Who's saying that? Sorry.
Dave. Kevin O'Brien has joined us. Hello, Kevin. Is that a new name or is that someone you recognise? Excuse me.
Oh, hi, Kevin.
You two make my week. I love you being live on a Monday night.
Oh, I appreciate you coming and watching this.
Well, I'm glad we're entertaining somebody.
So Dave, yeah, so the dispatch times are not really right because eBay, when I checked a few, and I know this has been an issue for a lot of sellers recently, that dispatch times and delivery times have not really been right. When I've checked a few, they're basically telling people that when I've dispatched an item with Hermes, that they're saying it's going to arrive 2 days later. And that's just not going to happen. So they're giving false promises to people, and then people are going to get annoyed with that. And then when they come to give you feedback, you might get positive, but when they ask you for, was your item delivered on time, that bit, then it's going to be not right, is it?
The Dave says it's because we left the EU. Why? Dave says sounds like a scam attempt.
I don't know, Dave, whether it was a scam or not, but
Tap Pepper said they had similar. Buyer's address was 2 street names and house numbers and a completely different postcode.
So I don't check everyone's address. I trust that it's correct when they send it. There's no way I'm checking like 30 addresses at a time.
Fixit says they use the 3 to 5 day courier option, and on some of my listing, eBay says it's free 3-day delivery.
Yeah, well, I just, what does it say on the Hermes selection? When you select Hermes, does it say 2 to 3 days? That could be an idea to change it if that's the case. Because why do it? I know when I checked Hermes' website, they do say in some cases it can be delivered in 2 days, but that has got to be like 1%. 1% of cases does it come in 2 days. It's normally 3, and a lot of the time 4. You know, it's not normally 5 days, to be fair to them. It's 3 or 4, but I don't know why eBay are saying this. It's annoying.
Tonks Boutique said had a t-shirt return this week. Transformers Loot Crate, brand new top. Return reason was the print wasn't tony or vibrant enough. Okay.
Oh.
Alan Morgan says they altered their dispatch time to 3 days.
The problem is the longer your dispatch time, the less visibility you get, the less, you know, you're not quite as high up in searches, and you're just less likely to, you know, get a sale on somebody else. So I have 2-day dispatch. See, in that situation, the oh no situation, the buyer bought the item on the 5th. They paid for it on the evening of the 5th. I dispatched it on the 7th, which was 2 days. That's my 2-day dispatch. And eBay was telling them when they made that purchase, eBay was telling them it was going to arrive on the 9th. Now, in my book, that's almost impossible, because eBay have to take into account that I've had 2-day dispatch on. So they have to start counting from
when you dispatch
from the latest possible dispatch time in their estimation. So that means they're only giving 2 days for a Hermes delivery. Now, Royal Mail don't barely deliver second class in that time, or first class sometimes.
Dave says his dispatch time is a problem right now, but is there something where if you accept automatic 30-day returns, you get automatic removal email?
I'm not sure, Dave, on that one, actually. You could be right. You could be. But I'm going to wait and see what happens with it. If he does end up leaving bad feedback or anything like that, I'll see what it is. But I just want the item back. I'll refund him and let's see if we can move on.
James says, no, Bell, the moral of the story is why are some... And I did wonder what you meant. Why if the story is why are some poker? He meant to put why are some people prats. But there is that as well. I don't think I'd ever order anything off eBay expecting it to be delivered in 2 days.
People think it's Amazon. That's the thing. They expect Amazon standards. Tori said, I've got 5 not paid at the moment. Really annoying. Yeah, very, very annoying, Tori. But that hopefully in the coming months, eBay are fixing all this. They are going to pre-charge people's cards or whatever, bank accounts, when people make a bid. So on auctions, when people are sending offers, they are going to have that information ready to go, so that if you accept an offer or someone is a winning bid, they will be charged immediately from their card. It won't wait until someone is ready to pay. There will be a pre-charge thing going on, like some of the other sites do.
Laney's joined us.
Hi, Laney.
Laney.
Laney's got a new channel as well, by the way. So while we're pushing channels, Laney's got a Laney Reacts, is it called? Laney Reacts. So
Fantastic.
go and check that out.
Damien says delivery times have been messed up for him for about 6 months. It's since they changed to a more dynamic estimation based on where they are in relation to you plus services used.
It's a mess. There's no way he was getting that in 2 days.
And Queenie says Hermes is 3 to 5 days. From Reseller has joined us.
Hi, John. Welcome. And I watched John's latest video. He's getting like one of these, one of those where we've been. It's like a big like warehouse with little units of different people's stuff, but they're not there. So when you buy something, you go to the front desk and pay for it.
Yeah.
He's getting one of them alongside one of his shops as well.
Very nice.
So that'd be interesting to see how you do with that, John. So good luck anyway.
Jack Pedler says, I use other courier 3 to 5 days. Some people don't like Hermes, so don't want to put people on. I use Hermes for all.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea, It's not a bad shout because I know some people won't buy from you. I mean, I know it's a minority, but there's some people who just won't buy from you if you state that you use Hermes. But I may change it, or at least from now on, I might change it.
Damien says, I was also shocked with Hermes. I dropped a parcel off at a locker on Friday afternoon. It was delivered on Saturday, less than 20 hours. Both the customer and I were very impressed.
That is crazy. That is crazy fast. I assume geographically it was probably pretty close, but that could be a totally wrong assumption. I don't know. I don't know how else they'd do it so quick.
Monkey Fisher said, got a message from someone wanted to buy an item for £10, wanted to know if I could send it free delivery to Morocco.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, I get messages like that all the time, Peter.
Nigel has the same problems. He has 2 days, but I have 2 days, but find I have to dispatch the next day.
Well, I have 2-day dispatch, but what happens is I dispatch on a Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So some people will get next day dispatch, and some people will actually get same day dispatch as well. But I have 2 day just for those so that I can go up to 2 days if I need to. So like if someone orders late on a Friday night, it's going to be dispatched on a Monday as per 2-day dispatch.
Chop Chop says, I've got sent out golf clubs lately, next day delivery, and all clubs took 3 days, waste of time next day on. I've heard
Chop Chop that the next day delivery that Hermes are offering is just not worth the money at all.
Flipping Sloth has joined us.
Hi, Jay.
Andrew Crump, is that a new name? Said, oh no, sold an item today. Title said new/sealed, copied from another listing. Mine is used. Realised my mistake and cancelled before shipping it off. Great start to my reselling career.
It's just one of them things, Andrew. We all make little mistakes like that. We all do it. But don't worry about it. Just learn from it.
Yeah, at least you noticed before
you noticed it
as well.
Learn from it, and you'll get it right next time. You'll remember that.
And if you are new, thank you for joining us.
Yeah. Thanks, Andrew. Welcome. Lainey says, I'm good. I just got the mic you recommended that Chris recommended to you. It's great. Oh, good. You got one of these things. Tori's going to have a drive over to John's shop. John, if Tori comes to your shop, make sure you get her on camera and put her in your next video, right?
Tack Pedler says, don't worry about eBay, everyone. We can just list on eBay gum instead.
Yeah. They still haven't done their update, have they? Still not updated the website and all that stuff.
Chris Tyler said, I brought something off eBay and the courier was Caribou. Took 7 days to arrive. Never heard of them.
Never heard of them.
Flipping Sloth says your sub could shut. I can't even say that. I can't speak now. 666. Did you make a deal with the devil?
Yes, is the answer to that. And I put it on Instagram, Jay, yesterday. I put it on my story on Instagram. I did this whole Omen Damien thing. It's been stuck actually on 6666.
Is that what's going up with us lately? We've had loads of bad luck lately. Is it you with that bloody 6?
It's been jammed on that for a couple of days, and it's quite unusual for me sub numbers to stay like that for that amount of time. It's weird. I can't shift it. Hi Rosie, welcome. We'll do some survey says in a minute. I just want to see if I can maybe get to the bottom of the chat. $49.99 for the mic. That's not bad. I think I paid about probably a similar amount. I might have got it on a deal or something. Like Black Friday, I think I got mine on. It was about 40 quid.
Tonks Boutique says, I love Hermes. Had more issues with Royal Mail. Royal Mail parcel size don't allow for much padding in parcels due to the prices.
And yeah, I mean, it's horses for courses really for me with couriers, to be honest with you, because I've used Hermes for a long time, and yes, the odd thing goes missing or it gets broken or whatever, but lately they've been very, very fast at dealing with your like refund requests and stuff for lost parcels. I've had 2 and they were both paid out within 7 days, which is like unheard of. So yeah, and I've had stuff go wrong with Royal Mail as well. So for me, I think they're all pretty much even.
Richard's had no issues either. David Pear says, do you get the seller protection removal email? And he's added a picture.
Yes, yeah, I do get that, but it's a load of rubbish really, because most of the stuff that they claim, that you've had in the last month, a lot of it has been initiated by myself anyway. So it's like they might put, we've removed 2 feedbacks. Well, yeah, because I've asked you to remove them, not because it's any protection there.
Yeah. TK says, just had to cancel an Isle of Man order, 6 kilogram eBay class as UK, but other deliveries excluding my mail class as international. Customer got snotty as they would not pay the £26 postal fee out with a £6 charged.
Wow.
Why would you even expect that?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, don't blame me, Tea Cakes, really, for doing that. Don't blame you. Oh, jumped again. I think I'm nearly at the bottom.
Tea Cakes is... Oh, yeah, we just said that. I was going to say Tea Cakes has joined us and I've literally just read out a comment from Tea Cakes.
Alan's having trouble with Hermes. They're not recognising postcodes. Oh, wow. I've not had that one before, Alan.
Oh, Lana's joined us as well. Lana, we've just been trying to get Steve to go party or do whatever you're supposed to do. Don't join him. Drag him out.
Rob, let the music play, is listening in Mosley. There you go.
It's closer to my Staley Bridgian.
That's not far. Mosley.
No.
But to be fair, Rob, they're all a bit weird up in Mosley, aren't they?
Excuse me, Cameron lives in Mosley now.
Well, no, I'm just kidding, Rob. Just kidding.
We've got, did you say Reseller Jenny and Funko Cassie? Hello, everyone from Australia.
Yes, I know they do watch occasionally. Well, welcome. G'day. G'day from down under. No comment from you on that one?
What?
Oh, she wasn't listening.
Your dodgy accent again.
It's bloody brilliant, that. You missed it. AA says, has anyone used a new service offered by Pack Link? It's called the Locker Drop-Off. Cheaper than Hermes. I assume it's probably the same locker thing that Hermes use, but just rebranded or whatever.
Ray Williams says, hi guys, I sent a teapot to Japan on a Monday and a t-shirt to Liverpool on the same day. Both first class. Teapot got there on Thursday and the t-shirt took 2 weeks.
Bloody hell. How'd you get to Japan in that time? That's mental.
Oh. Village Retro says, does anyone here know where to get good deals on 450 times 350 times 16 boxes? Best deal I can find is 55.4p when you buy 125. We can't packaging, but it still seats seems extortionate.
I can't really help you with that one, Village Retro, because I don't actually purchase a lot of boxes. Very rare. The only time I purchase boxes is when I have a bit of an overlap on my eBay voucher and I pay a bit more. So I don't really go searching out boxes, but if I did, I would just go on eBay and find the best deal. But I'm sure you've probably done that anyway. But yeah, I think you're right. 55p does seem a bit expensive, but
Tammy Bell says, I had 2 GSP items today with Royal Mail, and the second one said it had already been scanned and she refused to take it. Anyone had that? They were completely different codes.
I've never had that, guys. Never had that. I would get on to Hermes help or phone call. Help bot or phone call.
Oh, Lana says it's chucking it down, no parting to be had. I'm sorry, yeah, the weather is.
It's not great, is it? Come to Devon. It's amazing, the weather here. G'day, reseller, Jenny says. Or it could be Funko Cassie. I don't know which one it is. Let us know which one it is so I know. Or it could be both of them. I don't know.
Oh, Rob says he's originally from Chadderton. You're right there, Chris. That's where my mum was from, lived in Chadderton in Oldham growing up.
Oh, crap. It's It's very true, Olivia. Microclimates are at work again.
To be fair, I've been up to Dawlish, Teignmouth and Exmouth today, and the weather was wonderful. So you need to head that way, guys.
Reseller Jenny and Funko Cassie says, hard for us to watch your live shows because of the time difference. Yeah, I know. Sorry about that.
5:51 a.m. on Tuesday.
Why are you even up at this time? I mean, I appreciate it, but come on, 5:51, I would be snoozing at that time.
Relax said, had over £600 worth of returns this week.
Jesus.
Ooh, lost items.
That's crazy.
Are you new, Relax? Relax. It's not one I've seen before. If you are, hello. Thank you for joining us.
I think he's been in before, he or she.
Okay. Them.
Yeah. Oh, we have to be careful these days, don't we?
I'm always getting it wrong.
Well, I don't even understand it, to be fair. Should we start this topic? No.
No.
He, she, them, they, us, we, our. Refunds, not returns, sorry. Refunds for £600. Wow, that is a lot. I'm almost down at the bottom here now.
Oh, Laura says a mum-in-law and aunt live in Dawlish.
Oh, cool.
Well, I mean, we ended up at Dawlish Warren, to be fair, but yeah, we was up that way.
It's Reseller Jenny is currently on the channel. Okay. Reseller Jenny.
Olden needed a coffee. I have that in the morning. Life does not begin until I've had a coffee.
Gender neutral, Chris. Yeah.
Right, we're at the bottom.
Right, let's do because I've got 2 weeks worth of surveys to catch up on, which these always generate a bit of chit chat when I do this. So let me just dig it out. So,
Kathy has joined us.
Hi, Kathy. You all right? Welcome back. It's been a couple of weeks. Okay, well, I'm waiting for you, babe.
What? Roll VT.
Our survey said.
Okay, so I asked 100 people. No. I did a survey and I said, have a quick look, and you can play along with this if you want. Have a quick look at your 30-day sales graph on eBay. So you know the one that generally comes up at the top of your My eBay dashboard with the little graph, and you can see it each day. So I said, have a look at that and tell us which day of the week out of that 30-day period was your busiest day. So if you want to play along with it, you can do. Now, when I wrote this, my busiest day was a Thursday out of the 30 days, which is a bit weird. Now, 39% of people, that's quite a high percentage, have said Friday was their busiest day. 26% said Monday was their busiest day. 25% said Wednesday was their busiest day. And Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday were quite low. Now, I mean, it's never really been that for me, but Saturday and Sunday have never really historically been the busiest days for me on eBay, which you'd think it would be, wouldn't you? People are not working, people at home and browsing. You'd think Saturday and Sunday would be busy days, but for me, they never really have been. So which day of the week has been the busiest when you look at that graph? Just hover over the tallest peak and let us know what day of the week it was.
Flippinsoft said Saturday. Jenny said Saturday.
Everyone's going to say Saturday, Sunday now, aren't they?
Brum said Friday. Tap Peddler said Tuesday. Here closely followed by Monday, then Sunday.
Tuesday.
Dave says no day really. Tam and Bell said Sunday.
You must have a one peak on your graph that is bigger than all the rest.
The Dave says Monday and Tuesday.
So
do you not think a lot of it is because a lot of jobs are not Monday to Friday anymore? They are Monday to Sunday, and people have days off through the week.
Possible, yeah. But do you think maybe it's more to do with when people have finished work, they don't do much in an evening during the week. So more often than not, your feet up, watching telly, browsing with your phone out. Whereas weekends, you tend to, you know what? Should we do something this weekend? Should we go out for the day? Should we go out somewhere? So I think maybe that's what it is, because you're more likely not to be going out after work. I don't know.
Chris Tyler said a Friday. Tonk said Sunday, followed closely by Saturday. Catan Sunday. Relax says Monday, because I list a lot Sundays.
Okay.
Chop Chop says a Monday. Village Retro Saturday. Soulstep says Monday. A lot of Mondays, actually.
Yeah, it does seem that way, doesn't it?
Said Monday. Number one Bedman. Monday always seems a solid day.
It's weird, isn't it? Oh, Dave said eBay's not volume free.
TK says average days, but he has a lot of repeat customers. Brum says people get paid weekly on Fridays.
Do people actually get paid weekly much anymore? Do you think most people get paid monthly?
Varies, doesn't it?
I think it varies, but I think a lot of people get paid monthly these days.
Or 4 weekly. Rosie said Fridays. Geordie Reseller Thursday. Tonk's Boutique weekend for me, as I think people are drunk and more likely to buy. So at night I send out offers during the weekend. Monkey Thrifter Sunday.
It's all over the show, isn't it?
Steve Jackson, I'm busy every day and don't have time to fill in a survey.
Yeah, right. Reseller Jenny, I list Monday and Tuesday.
Jason says Wednesdays and Saturdays. Damien's is Thursday.
Yeah, you see, Thursday was my... And see, not many people have said Thursday, but Thursday was my busiest day the last 3 days.
The quietest.
Probably not dissimilar to you there, Damien.
Maybe people don't like ordering it at the weekend because a lot of them know it's not going to get sent out till Monday.
I don't know. It's just an interesting question. I'm always interested to hear stuff like this. Not that I'm going to do anything about it or anything. It's just interesting to know.
Tam and Bell said Thursday, relaxes Mondays because part-timers tend to go boot fair Sundays and list a lot Sundays and Mondays.
Yeah, I get it.
Green Bear says Thursdays.
Dave Repairs says Royal Mail pays him Thursday night each week. The Union blocks monthly.
Cafes is a Friday. Catan says, question, have you seen the new payouts eBay have lined up? I think they are going for monthly. I would prefer that.
Doesn't bother me, really. I'm not bothered whether I do it weekly or monthly. At the end of the day, that money's going to come in. So for me, it doesn't really matter.
The thing is, you pay yourself monthly anyway, so it doesn't matter if it comes in weekly, does it?
Doesn't matter to me. A lot of people get quite sort of not upset, but like wound up by daily payments or weekly payments or whatever. But for me, it's like, it doesn't really matter when you get paid, because it's gonna once you've had the first one and you've sucked up whatever period it is you've got to wait to get your first one. Well, it's all the same then, isn't it? After that, doesn't matter, because you'll have had a mega payment on a monthly. So it'll, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't really get like why people get so upset about it. Hi, Closet Geek. Hi, Joe.
And Captain Opshop has
And
joined
Opshop.
us.
G'day from down under.
Village Retro says, I once bought a Jaguar and a horse box on Saturday night drunk after I got home from the pub about 15 years ago. Luckily, both agreed to cancel the sale the next day.
Jesus.
The worst I've done was a set of knives off the shopping channel. They did cost me £100 though. And I don't remember ordering until they came through the bloody post.
We're good, thanks, Toby.
TK says that they prefer monthly, less paperwork.
I mean, that's a good thing. You don't have to keep doing all your thing every week, your accounts.
Kathy said we don't have enough income to cope on monthly. Bills and Moons likes weekly payments.
Okay, I get it.
Closet Geek prefers daily payments. I do not keep a big float.
Fair enough.
Relax says get paid daily, not letting eBay get my 0.001% interest.
Apparently, they don't earn any interest. That's what they say, that they don't earn off it.
Catan says the reason why I prefer the monthly is that any refunds that go through would cover it from the monthly pot. I recently had a refund just after a payout / reset for the week.
I get it. It wouldn't bother me refund. It wouldn't bother me monthly. It really wouldn't.
Tori said she goes for daily payments.
No, I do weekly just because daily really presents a bit of a headache accounting wise. So definitely weekly for me.
That completely goes against what Village Retro says. He said, I love daily payments. I use QuickBooks, so it's no extra work. Monkey 50 goes daily. There's quite a few actually going daily.
Yeah. The problem is that the problem arises. Here's where here's where things get to be a bit of a headache for accounting, and even with QuickBooks, depending on which version of QuickBooks and how you have it set up. But eBay pay you after they've taken all the fees, right? But your accounts don't account for that. So you really have to then go back and put all your fees in and then do an uplift of sales as well. So every Tuesday or Wednesday, whenever I sort of can be bothered doing it, I'll put that, I'll connect the eBay payment into my QuickBooks, the income that you get, whatever it is. But then also what I do is I'll download the fees and then I'll do an uplift as well, because you've got to then do a sales uplift on it as well, which will match the amount of fees that you get, which kind of offsets that. So it's exactly the same figure of an income and an outgoing, but you have to account for it, because otherwise your accounts are going to be wrong. So that's where the issue is. If you could just get paid from eBay every day and not worry about the fees and stuff, accounting for those, it'd be dead easy. But it's doing that that's a faff.
From Reseller says they were on weekly since starting, but recently changed to daily as they were having cash flow problems.
Okay, yeah, so I get it, yeah. When you need the money, yeah. So when you're spending out a lot, you know, and I guess people coming into your shop trying to sell stuff and that, you need to have that flow.
Fix It says, I bet eBay will be using your money on stock markets to make more money. It's my money, give it me now. TK says, well, I'm just a weirdo liking monthly, it seems.
No, I would go monthly, definitely.
Tori says she does accounts once using monthly breakdown. Closet says I print out sales report monthly and that's given to the accountant.
Well, at least you got an accountant, you don't have to worry about it, you see. They'll make sure it's all done properly.
Ray says, what's the most unexpected thing you bought at a boot sale? A few years ago, I bought the seller's car. Nothing else that day, just a Mini Cooper.
Bloody hell, Ray. Jesus. The most unexpected thing. I don't even think I've got anything exciting for that.
Giant tiger.
No, not even that. That's
A
not
whole
even
table
unusual.
full of ladies' underwear.
Yeah, that's probably it. You remember the ladies' underwear lingerie that I bought? Well, I went to the boot sale somewhere in Manchester now, I can't remember, but there was only about 5 or 6 cars there. It weren't Burnage Rugby Club.
Right, it was.
No, it was a different one. It was a new one. There was only about 5 or 6 cars there. And so I barely bought anything, but then I stumbled across this table that was selling all her lingerie from a shop that she used to own. And I ended up almost buying all of it. Yeah, so I didn't expect that to happen at the start of the day.
David M has joined us.
Hi, David.
Soul Step says, I'm on weekly payout on eBay, but use my Discogs
Discogs.
funds, which are still on PayPal. Tamman Bell says, I like daily because there's less chance of eBay messing like on weekly.
Fair enough.
Kathy says, if you sell a lot of items, I guess monthly would be easier. Low transactions, and it's not that much of an issue. Quick turnover is good. Kieran's hello from downstairs. That would be my son and future daughter-in-law who are downstairs watching Chrissy's favourite film, We Bought a Zoo, because they're going to Dartmoor Zoo tomorrow.
Yeah. So we said to them, if you're going to go to Dartmoor Zoo, you've got to watch We Bought a Zoo, because it's all about that zoo. That's what the film's about.
Yeah. Oliver Ian did the seller walk home.
He said at least Ray wasn't walking home that day, even if the seller was. That's a point, isn't it? How did they bloody get home? Let's do another one. We'll do one more. Let me just see which one's the most interesting. Not that one. Oh, my nose is running.
Tom and Belsam says, what I mean, if they mess up the weekly payments and you rely on it, then you're snookered, but daily you could miss a few and be okay.
Oh, this is a good one. It is a good one for you, right? Let me just read this from Catan. I remember the first video I watched of yours was that underwear video when you showed what he picked up and Bells. Oh, it was a picture. It really was. It was funny, that. It really was funny.
That was early days. Nothing surprises me anymore.
It was early.
Nothing surprises me anymore.
Right, over to you, babe.
Roll VT!
Our survey said.
Right, so here's a question that I asked. Now, I just put this. Just wondering, do you ever ponder giving up reselling and getting a normal job? There's a question for you. Do you ever think about it?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Me?
Me. For you.
Oh, right. You want me to? So 47% of the 196 people that voted, so it was a good turnout for voting on this one. 47% of people said, no, I will never go back to a normal job. 29% of people said occasionally they think about it, but it passes quickly. And 23% said all the time. There's a lot to be said for a regular job. So 23%, that's 1 in 4 people have thought about seriously giving up reselling and going back to a normal job. So,
but you're one of them.
I've thought about it. I'll admit, I've thought about it. But it does, for me, I'm on that middle one occasionally, but it passes. Because then you think about other things like the benefits of working from home and the benefits of working for yourself. But there's also a lot of benefits for being employed as well by somebody else. And, getting home and being able to do what you want and not have to be working 24 hours a day almost.
TK says not a chance. Kathy says a proper job or a real job. Closet Geek says this is far too deep.
In too deep, is that one?
Far too deep.
Oh, I've just got in too deep. Oh, far too deep. Yeah.
The Dave says I work in NHS and want to become a full-time reseller. Never took the chance.
Okay. So you're
Dave
on the
loves
other
your
side of that.
VTs, by the way. You keep saying loves them. Joanne Noble says I have a proper job. Geordie Reseller says he does both anyway. Chop Chop says, I am not normal. Why do I need a normal job?
Fair enough.
Do you know?
Yeah.
Do you know? I'd love to meet Chop Chop. You'd literally, I'm sure there wouldn't be a dull moment.
I bet it'd be dead quiet. I bet if you want to say boo to a goose.
Tea Cake says, I've not had a proper job for 20 years. Don't think I would be much use.
I would definitely, just on that note, I would definitely find it difficult now to go back to sign a working for somebody. I think I would find it difficult.
Jason says, I have a proper job.
Nice.
Bills Retro, I would have a part-time job like maybe a Tesco delivery driver, 16 hours, but will never sit in an office 40 hours a week like I did for 20 years.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Catan says, never would want to give it up. The thought has gone through my mind. I would be more tired than I get now. Relax says, reselling only takes 10 to 20 hours a week. Why would I quit my full-time job that pays pounds for work while you're young and retire early? I suppose that depends, because
I think a lot of people have a full-time job and then do reselling on
as
the
a
side.
part-time,
And I think that's a
yeah.
great way to do it.
Yeah.
I think that's a great way to do it, because then you can switch the reselling off as and when you want, and you're not. It's like, oh, I don't want to do it today. But when you're full time, you've got to do it, and you've got to be. A lot of self motivation, I think, is a big thing. Getting yourself going and getting yourself doing that work. I think that's very difficult. That's a difficult part.
It's good to have it on the side as well. And it's just that extra cash, isn't it?
And
have it as play money or top up.
Exactly.
Yeah. Bills and Moons. I was a radiographer in the NHS for years, never going back. That's a very posh job. Lana says, I have another self-employed job, but not sure I'd want to go back to a normal job.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Soul Steps, I'm too used to shouting at myself now and not my boss shouting at me. Closet Geek, reselling is a real job though. It's a hard job, especially when sales are slow, like this time of year, but I'm now limited. I have an official position, so do my staff. I currently work 3 hours a day in an office.
That's good. Good job. Good going.
Tori says, I have a part-time job and do reselling as a hobby, a well-paid hobby.
Yeah, excellent.
TK's dog has separation issues when I go out for an hour, so Princess Holly says no.
I think Cookie would say the same.
Cookie
would not like it now if we went out all day like we used to.
Number one Bedman says, I want 40 hours a week, full-time job, resell part-time, and no intentions of reselling full-time. I like having a secure wage each week.
I think there's a lot to be said for it.
Me.
Yeah, there's a lot to be said for it, definitely. Yeah.
Ray says it depends if you enjoy the job you would be in. And it is.
Yeah.
Because I enjoy my job. I do enjoy my job. Georgia Reseller, work keeps pissing me off, asking me to work more hours.
Do you have to swear?
I was just repeating it. Did you have to swear? And I think this is it, because you got to a stage where you weren't happy in work.
Yeah.
You weren't happy and you wanted out.
Yeah,
So,
definitely, yeah.
That is a big key factor if you're actually happy in work.
Relax says, I work 50 plus hours a week and I'm on call out. Would never quit that.
Closet Geek, I understand the safety net. I have considered but if I quit, I think I would help others to build their businesses instead of
chefing. Chefing. He's a chef.
It's like, what's chefing?
Chefing.
Chefing.
Yes. Yeah, no, I get it. There you go. That's interesting question, really. And sometimes I do find myself asking it, and not because I'm not doing well, but sometimes, like,
it is a lot of hard work.
It's hard. I mean, like Closet Geek Joe said, it is hard work and it is a proper job, despite what everyone says. When I go like that, a proper job, I'm just joking. I do mean it's a proper job. But it is hard because you never switch off. And even though I try to work Monday to Friday, reasonable office hours, just because Annabelle works like Monday to Friday office hours. So I like our evenings and weekends to be together, to do stuff together. Yeah. So I try to do Monday to Friday work, But really, in an evening when we're watching telly or whatever, I'm always on the go with it. I could be sourcing online. I could be sorting out eBay stuff on my phone. It never stops. Really
what he's
doesn't.
trying to say is I'm a very understanding wife. Very. Dave says, I'm happy with the easier part of my part-time job, but I do rely on it until I can replace it with other reliable income. And that's the thing, isn't it? It's having reliable income. Village Retro, I've been full-time since April, learning on the job. I am an absolute novice reseller, but I have done so well, so I'm confident reselling is right for me and I won't go back to full-time employment. Very good.
Excellent.
Closet Geek, I would volunteer as an option just to be with real people.
I mean, that's another thing about reselling. It can be quite isolating, can't it?
Yeah.
You know, like in your normal full-time jobs, you know, you interact with people, you've got that office, you know, you might have a bit of office banter and stuff going on, you know, just talking to people on a daily basis. Whereas I think that's the great thing about all the YouTube community is it gives us like that kind of work interaction. Yeah, it gives us that, doesn't it? Whereas if we didn't have that, it would be very isolating, wouldn't it?
That's one of the main reasons that I've said I won't come and join you, isn't it? I thrive on being around people.
She loves being around people.
I thrive on it. I couldn't cope being isolated. I'd last a week and then I'd go insane. I'd run down the street naked or something. Chris Tyler says, I don't have a mortgage or kids, otherwise I'd be skint.
Bills and Moon says, I think it's harder than a proper job.
Yeah, there's a lot more pressure.
It's a lot of pressure. You never really have a holiday. I mean, I was off for 10 days going up to see my mum and family and everything and friends, but I wasn't off. Because
there was a lot of prep beforehand.
There was a lot of prep leading up to it so that I could actually go away for 10 days. And then I was still working while away.
Yeah.
In various ways, you know, dealing with sales, dealing with questions, actually sourcing still sourcing while I was up there in Manchester.
Almost needing a courier van to bring all the shit back that he'd bought.
Yeah.
I had to ban him from going to a car boot because we had that much stuff. I'm going, it is not fitting in the car. It is not going to fit. I literally thought he was going to have to box it up and send it.
Yeah, no, it was a tight fit. But on that note, I want to say, because I did put out that my mum had been quite poorly and she was taken into hospital on the day we were travelling up to Manchester. I got a phone call saying she was going into hospital. So I mean, that was lucky in itself.
The world works in mysterious ways.
It was lucky that happened on the day that we were going up, and I didn't have to just abandon eBay and stuff. But she had a pacemaker fitted and she's on the mend now and she's doing really, really well. She's probably in better health now than what she was, you know, a couple of weeks ago.
She's a trooper.
But thank you all for your messages, because you all sent messages and you all commented on pictures and stuff to say, hope you get well soon, fix it Frida and that.
Fix it Frida is fixing.
And I passed on a lot of the messages and she was blown away by it. Very, very happy to be so liked, even though she'd never met anybody. So it was very thank you.
We've all met Frida, that's the thing. She doesn't understand.
Closet Geek says, I find my inner circle is tiny because of this job. I know a lot of people, but only close to a handful.
Well, you were like that before.
Yeah, I was like that before anyway.
That's nothing unusual.
No. But I don't know. I can't speak for everyone, obviously, because a lot of people have a lot of friends. But I find as you grow older, your friend group shrinks a bit and you only end up with your hardcore friends who are like your real friends. You know what I mean?
Well, I was your only friend.
You're not really a friend, are you?
Am I not your friend? You got a friend in me.
You're my best friend.
Oh.
You're my bestie.
BFFs forever. Catan says, with an office job, you bring the stress home. Office politics, hated it when I used to work. See, I'm obviously thinking it does depend, because I love my job. I know the people I work with, so
yeah,
it is a.
Well, mind
thing.
you can't have banter anyway, can you anymore? Because you get told off, and
I don't like banter.
Well, no, you don't. You know, you can't really have much fun anymore in the office environment because you get told off for it.
We have it in ours.
Well, I'm just saying, people get told off for stuff now because there's a lot of snowflakes out there, isn't there?
Village Retro says, I'm really lucky though. Like Belle, my wife works full time and loves her job, so we don't have any financial pressure from the reselling. Everyone is in different circumstances.
Everyone's totally different. Totally agree. Relax is a bit like me. Relax. I like being isolated. People annoy me.
Chop Chop says, I used to work with the elderly. I miss them, not the job. That was always my job before I joined the police. I was always in care, and I'm the same. I loved working with the people, but working in care is brutal. It is such a hard job.
Peter says, great point, Chris. eBay YouTube community is great. I rent an office, and there are other companies within the building to have some banter. That's good.
Ray says, it also depends on your finances. Could you afford to ride out them quieter weeks? And that is a big thing, isn't it? Because we try to make sure we have a buffer. And obviously, you know, it works to a certain extent. But if something major went down, then we'd be pooped, wouldn't we?
It'd be very difficult.
Because tell you something, my wage ain't covering our bills. Tell you that now.
Reseller Jenny says, I swear I work in my sleep dreaming of what I have to list. Yeah, I know what you mean there. Oh, sorry, it just jumped a bit.
Oh no! Tam and Bell sells.
What?
Our beautiful girl Peaches, the Cocker Spaniel at 11 years old, was put to sleep today after. We are both devastated. Oh my God, what are you doing to me? That's awful.
Oh, that's so sad.
I literally want to cry.
That's awful. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, guys.
What a cute name. Oh, I'm sorry about that. We would be devastated too if we ever lost our Cookie. She is our baby. That is so sad. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Very sad. Very sad. Yeah. Not looking forward to that day at all.
No. Oh my God, I'm like, that's bad news. So sad.
Reseller Jenny, that's because you get older, you don't put up with a lot of bullshit from people. That is true. I don't put up with any bullshit anymore from people. The last time someone gave me bullshit, I quit my job. So, yeah.
Pretty much.
I don't really put up with anything anymore.
No.
It's like, you're going to talk to me like that? See you later.
Yeah. James.
I've got another job.
James Tom says, my missus moaning at me keeps saying I buy too much. Car's got a huge boot and I feel it.
Well, it's our job, so innit?
But they only spent 90 quid.
We have to fill the car with shit. That's what we do to earn a living and pay the mortgage. She don't understand that. She moans at me. But then if...
Fill the boot to your heart's content when we don't have to travel back from Manchester.
Look at her fucking eyes. She's like daggers.
Literally, I thought he was going to say, I had to catch the bus home. He'd be like, oh, we'll fill the front seat.
Right, what would you do if I suddenly said to you, look, listen, babe, listen, you've got to pay £1,000 into the mortgage this month instead of 500. What would you say then?
That's fine, but we're not eating. That's
there you
good
go.
for the diet.
There you go. You see, you wouldn't like it. Well, that's what I do.
When we're down here, do I say anything about what you buy?
Yeah, you tell me to move stuff out of the way and stuff.
That's different. I tell you not to leave it in the living room. The living room is my space. My space. The only space in the house that's my space.
Claire Jones says, full-time resellers I expect pay taxes. I do. Yes, I do. Whereas I know quite a few part-time resellers who have jobs as well and don't pay their tax. Okay, yeah. They kind of, a lot of part-time, well, I can't speak for anybody at all because I don't know anyone's situation, but sometimes people who are part-time, you can kind of skirt around it, but you're at your own risk if you do that. When I was part-time, I also paid my taxes. I was registered self-employed as well as employed. You can be registered as both. And it's very, very easy to deal with your taxes as a part-time. So I was fully legit, I'm just saying.
Kathy says, I was a teacher until I got poorly. I miss the kids, but not the admin and managers.
I can understand that.
I think there's always a bit of a job you enjoy, but it tends to be stuff like not necessarily people, but a person that can ruin it for you.
Louise, there's another new name, I think. Louise, welcome, Louise, by the way. My partner regularly tells me I've been talking about eBay in my sleep. That is funny. That is funny. You know what, though? I don't really remember much in the way of dreams about eBay.
You've talked in your sleep about stuff.
Have I?
Yeah, when you've woke up the next
eBay
day.
stuff?
Yeah, when you've been buying stuff and doing stuff.
Really? What kind of stuff have I said? I don't remember saying.
Now, but you've spoken in your sleep about it.
I don't remember any dreams, but obviously something was going on.
Bills and Moon said, since I became a reseller, I care less if I have the odd failed direct debit because I enjoy the lifestyle too much.
Dave Repair says, you're right to fill the boot, Chris, if you're self-employed. If you're self-employment.
He can fill it as much as he likes when we don't have to travel 6 hours in that car.
Hi, Z. Welcome. Good to... Oh, things are falling down behind the computer. Sorry. What's just falling down? Oh, it's me grumbly. Oh, my grumbly just fell down.
Don't set it off.
I'm not setting it off because that will be a nightmare. I love him. I'm keeping him. I'm not selling him. Only because no one wanted to buy him, so I'm going to have to keep him now. Chop Chop says, my wife is full-time with me and I'm thinking of getting a parrot so I have someone else to talk to. I thought that was a serious comment then. My mistake.
It could be. TK says, my mate went on honeymoon and bought a car full of long case clocks. His new wife had to get the train home.
That is amazing. That is amazing. I love that.
I thought our honeymoon was bad enough. We had to buy another suitcase.
And on our honeymoon, she had to leave clothes behind. She left clothes behind for the maid or whatever of the room.
San Diego, he made me empty out a load of clothing so that he could fill the case, and then we still had to go and buy another one. Just the things that the spouses have to put up with, you know.
Olivia said last time Chris couldn't pay the rent, Belle put him on the keto diet.
Oh yeah. Dave said part-time you can be just under the tax threshold of paying no taxes possible.
Well, not if you've got a full-time job as well, because that will take you way over the threshold. Because you have to include your, so if you're earning a 30 grand job, you're already over the tax threshold. So
Ray says eBay are clamping down on sellers using private accounts for selling while being a business.
Are they indeed? Interesting.
Chris does say in his sleep, would you take £2?
£1 maybe, Dave. £1, not 2.
Claire Jones says, what do resellers do? What do resellers do?
Typically.
There's an extra do, isn't there? When car boot sales aren't on, as many charity shops are just so pricey now.
I buy a lot of stuff online. I do a lot of online stuff and clothing in the winter, clothing as well. I'll turn to clothing myself. I like doing clothing anyway. I say I like it, but I do well with clothing.
Someone said quite a while back in the chat, actually, which I forgot asking about, if you use Facebook Marketplace.
Not much.
Only for unusually awkward sized items that you think you're going to struggle to post.
I put something on Facebook today, actually. I put, from the video, that medieval knight fire guard thing. I put that on Facebook. I thought I'd try it on Facebook first, see how it goes. Yeah, I mean, I could post it, no problem. Could post it, but I thought I'd try it on eBay on Facebook first.
James Tonks. Clara bought a pallet of goods to get me through Xmas when car boots are closed. Dobbs, Funkos, games, etc.
Nice.
But they're going far too slow right
Not
now.
nice.
Might change closer to Xmas though.
Yeah. Hold out for Christmas on stuff like that. I think it'll go, but obviously it's going to be down to your prices. That kind of stuff, unless it's rare, unusual figures, you've got a lot of competition.
Yeah. And a lot of them aren't worth much, are they? Those sort of
No,
figures.
the daubs and stuff, they're not. Unless they're, the decent ones, they can be. So a lot of, B&M and Home Bargains do a lot of all that kind of stuff as well.
We found that a lot of ours used to just go better in bundles, didn't they, when we used to bundle stuff together, rather than individually. Jason says he has a full storage unit for winter.
Wow.
Chris will still be selling cycling shirts in winter.
Still selling now. They're still selling.
Have you still got that box in the rafters?
Yep.
I told you I'd still be selling them.
I've still got a bag here. Got a bag of cycling jerseys here that have been here for about 6 weeks. Because I keep going to the boot sales and listing that stuff is not getting done. I will get around to it.
Ray says, I finally got rid of my 600 DVDs on Facebook, got a whopping £25.
What's that per DVD? That's...
I'm glad they didn't come this way.
4, 8, 12, 16. What's that, about 20p, 25p each? Something like that. 26p each.
Monkey Thrift said that last yesterday I sold 40 John Wayne VHS tapes for £25 plus post cost me free.
I'm going to give away my VHSs soon. I'm fed up with them. I want them gone before we move, one way or another. If I have to give them away, I'm going to give them away.
You nearly bought more.
I know, but I was looking for the special ones.
Relax says doing nothing in winter, list all backlog and chill out. Might go to the Caribbean if allowed for a few weeks.
Nice, yes. That's what we like.
Dave says he's fed up with VHS.
Yeah, I'm totally fed up with them, Dave. They're just, unless it's unusual horror films, they're almost not worth picking up anymore, I don't think. They went through a bit of a phase, a resurgence, but I think people just think, you know what? This shit.
Your math must be crap. Damien says it's 4.1p each.
Is it?
How did you get 20 odd?
Oh, I was working off something else.
Claire says, anyone notice a big difference in prices on Facebook Marketplace? I've moved 3 times this year. Oof, 3 times? Oh my God.
It's 4.1p.
That's what he said.
Each. Oh, is that what he said?
Yeah. Now you can take that tone back because he was right.
I've got it. That's what I was saying, that it's 4p each. That's what I said originally.
Claire says she's moved 3 times this year and noticed a big difference in the prices in the areas on Facebook Marketplace.
Mm.
James says
moved 3 times.
Yeah, that's what I just said. 3 times. James
that is a nightmare.
His VHS won't shift, but the blank VHS do really well.
Yeah, I would always pick blank, especially sealed. So yeah, no problem with that.
Damien does quite well with VHS.
Blank ones are actual content, retail ones, videos and stuff, films. I'm getting tired.
Monkey 50 says I also gave free hundreds of VHSs via FB.
Facebook Marketplace.
There you go.
Yeah, I think I might do that, Peter, to be honest. I might do that.
Claire says she sold a couple but gave the rest away. I haven't even sold new blank ones.
I always find the blank ones do well. Always do well with those. Films. Damien said films. Right, well, we're coming to the end of the show. We've somehow managed to talk about some random stuff tonight, haven't we? Random.
And you almost took us gutter level again.
Almost. Not quite. So what have we got coming up this week? I've got a 10 sales in under 10 minutes tomorrow. What else have I got? Something else. I'll make something up later in the week. And yeah, so just keep an eye on the channel. Just make sure you're subscribed. That's the main thing, isn't it? And as Tori says, don't forget to hit the like button. You can do that now. So I'll give you 5 seconds to just go away, hit the like button. 5, 4, 3, come on. 2.
Dave also asked us.
Come on.
Like the feed. Thanks, Dave.
Thanks, Dave. Appreciate it.
TK's random is always best for me. Well, if it's one thing we can guarantee random.
Yeah, I mean, we've gone all over the show tonight, haven't we? Yeah. Not bought VHS for a while, although I do have VCRs that I thought would have sold by now. They seem to be slowing down, see, for some reason, these things. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Claire. Appreciate that. Great channel. Keep up the good work. You've clearly not watched any other videos. Especially Elecum Jumble Trail.
I'm seriously going to divorce you if you do that again.
You know what? I think you should have that as your text tone on your phone.
Why? Because you've got my stupid Miss McHugh.
Yep.
He has me as his text tone. How bad's that?
If you've got nothing to do on Thursday, go and watch Movie Chats live at 7 p.m. Little Steve is hosting for the first time because Big Steve can't be asked, basically. So Little Steve is on. So go and give him some support on Thursday at 7 p.m. on Movie Chats. Go and sub them so you don't miss out.
Claire says, I have binge watched, and yes, I loved the Jumble Trail. If you can watch that and still come back for more, you're a hardcore one.
Fix It's like in the randomness. And Dave says he's got about 40 VCRs. Oh, Dave, come on, get them sold. That's a lot. You're never going to get to the bottom of that pile. You're never going to make it. Sorry, I'm giving you a lot of encouragement, but you're just not going to get to the bottom. The Black Diamond Disney stuff is just a bit of a fallacy. It's not real. So I wouldn't take too much notice of that if I were you. I love the Jumble Trail. I didn't buy much, to be fair. I didn't get much because there was only about 15 stalls on it, I think. But it was good fun anyway. And we got the most amazing cookies, which were good.
Claire Jones, my husband says I'm the biggest sado. If I can't get to a boot sale, this is the next best thing.
Olivia, on my own. Thanks, Chris.
You never know. You might not be on your own if it keeps raining. You might just come home early. You might just give up.
If I'm available and we're not going out or whatever, doing anything, I might pop on for a bit and keep you company. We'll see how it goes on Thursday.
Promises.
I don't know what we've got on this week, so I don't know.
Right, come on. You're wrapping up.
We are wrapping up.
Wicka, woo! Like that, wrapping.
100 separates Dave's got as well. Jesus, Dave.
God, you just can't help yourself.
Hang on, Claire says, my husband says I'm the biggest sado.
Read that one.
Oh, did you? Shit. I didn't hear that at all.
Can you send Belle on instead, please, Chris?
Fine.
Do you know that would be the ultimate insult, considering I never went on it when he did it.
It would be, actually. Do you want to go on? I think you should go on.
I think I'm washing my hair that night.
For the first time for a while.
Mm.
Oh! Ah! Was that
everyone's saying bye. Thank you. See you.
Right. Okay. Right, we're done. Let me find my outro.
Roll VT.
No, we got to say goodbye first. Right. Thanks everyone for watching, tuning in. Appreciate it. I know it's a bit of a mishmash, but we hope you've enjoyed it and there's been some good interaction. So thanks for all your chit chat.
Thanks to all the newbies for joining us, and thanks to all the oldies for continuing to support us.
Yeah. Do you want to have Belle's final thoughts for the show? Come on, something decent.
You always do this to me and then my mind goes blank.
Well, you should think about this. Come on. Belle's final thoughts. Go. Something insightful.
Every cloud has a silver lining.
Fucking hell. That was shit.